Hello, retro tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Computer Games with me, BlueAnkylo. By the way, it's all fictitious. So, hey there, future tubers, as well as live tubers that have no idea what's going on. We're playing an Enix game today called E.V.O, Theory of Evolution. Although you're probably more familiar with the Super Nintendo E.V.O, Search for Eden. This is the predecessor to that game. So this was originally Japanese only. The PC-98 or PC-9800 was a Japanese home computer system. I think fairly comparable to the Commodore 64, Amiga 64, 2000 kind of line. They had different versions of the PC series as well in Japan. I'm no expert. I just know the very basics. But early era home computing with floppy disk drives and very little hard drive space. But it had some games, just like the Amiga had some games, as well as I'm sure plenty of other things. And yeah, we're playing on Emulator, of course. I don't actually have a PC-98 because, boy, that would be interesting. Even the like the BIOS, the internals of the computer would be in Japanese, which wouldn't work terribly well for me. So we're playing with some translations. So the game itself, technically, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but it's Okunin Monogatari the Shinkeron, or something like that. I mean, I'm not even going to pretend I can speak Japanese, but the translation is E.V.O, the Theory of Evolution. And there's a team of translators took this project up, so it's relatively recently released in English. I think came out a couple years ago, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, it's definitely related to the Super Nintendo Secret of Eden. This is the more finalized full game. The Super Nintendo one is kind of cut down, stripped of the story a little bit, and this is the full crazy story. And trust me, the story is whack, but at least it makes more sense. Like the Super Nintendo version, the story didn't really make any sense and it was wacky, but okay. This one, well, if you're looking at the intro video sort of slideshow, you might be seeing some crazy stuff going on. I'll read through the intro scroll in a second here. We're also going to have a look at the game manual that's been translated to give a little bit better idea of the history of this world. Our world, of course. And I think that's about it. Was there anything else I wanted to add to this? I'll put links in the description for a link to the translation patch and all of that as well, should you be interested. Of course, to find the actual floppy disk / ROM files, you'll have to do some digging. It's not super easy to always find those, but I don't think anyone's going to try to sue you for downloading a game from 20 some years ago. That actually, it's more like 30 years ago. Eek, getting old. Anyway, so yeah, that's this game. Let's reset it one more time, and I will read through the intro because I want to read it too. I'm just talking over it. That doesn't count. Look at all that memory. That's like 133 megabytes of RAM. I think maybe it's 13 megabytes. We actually like overclocked it a bit. Okay, all tales of evolution that occur in this game are fictitious. Sorry, there's more, but I can't read quick enough. Enix presents. This is actually more like a predecessor to Dragon Quest. I forgot to talk about the game. It's more like a single character RPG. 15 billion years ago, by the way. Most of the chemical elements and matter we know didn't yet exist. Instead, there was an extremely high density mass of neutrons, a lone cosmic egg, and yet that was the beginning of everything. I can't read quick enough. The Big Bang, that's what we call what happened 15 billion years ago. Now remember, this is 30-year-old science. Might not be up to date. The extremely dense cosmic egg exploded instantaneously, something space-time, with massive jets of neutrons giving birth to galaxies. One of the infinite primordial nebula born from the Big Bang began to take the shape of a spiral galaxy. And near the edge of this galaxy, that would later be called the Milky Way... I had that candy bar once. There was a mass of rocks gradually growing in size due to repeated gathering and scattering of space trash caused by gravity. When the enormous rock at the center began to emit immense heat, from its own mass, it gave birth to 11 planets? What, 11? There's 11 planets in this solar system, and the sun was a rock. Our tale begins with something something orbiting the G main sequence star. It's not a planet anymore. The time is now 4.6 billion. See, there's 11 planets. The sun was a planet, but now it's a star. Things are crazy. Man, I'm sorry I didn't read all that very quickly, but hopefully you got the gist of the intro there. So yeah, prologue, creator, some guy. Music by probably the same guy that made Dragon Quest, because the music in this game is very familiar to Dragon Warrior 1. Game design, of course, E.V.O. project. We're just gonna let it roll, right? Like, look, there's like a red planet with nukes going off and volcanoes. Water planet with laser beams and acid rain, probably. That sounds like something that happened in our planet at some point. This is the history of our solar system. Just not very explanatory. Remember, 11 planets. What are the 2 extra planets? And the good thing they called Pluto a planet, right? Such happy little music. Should make more games like this. Is it the game where you evolve until you face the final boss? That's like every video game. Prologue, creation, life awakens. Well, with a crust forged by cooling magma oceans, this planet formed land, seas, and air over 1 billion years by changing vapors in the air to 200-degree rain and absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere into the oceans. And then, 3.5 billion years ago, a miracle happened. Your birth. You are so old. You're like 3.5 billion years ago old. You began as a mere organic molecule. You thought you started as a fish? No, you started as a molecule. But through constant self-replication, you evolved from unicellular organism to a prokaryoid. I don't know how to say that. To a eukaryoid. I'm not a biologist. To a multicellular organism. Hey there, Ed. That's that squiggle there. That's you. You're growing fast. Look at all those cells. Nice. That one has a smiley face. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting. That's almost a fish. No, that's a fish. Nice. Congratulations, you've evolved, everyone. All tail. Okay, we've gone all the way back to the beginning. Good enough. That's all we needed to do. That's the entire intro and prologue. All right, one more thing before we get to the game. No big deal. I just want to show off some pertinent information from the manual. So, I'm looking at a PDF of E.V.O, The Theory of Evolution. There's some amazing artwork in this manual from the early 90s. Just remember, back in this timeline, or this history of Earth, we had really cool game manuals when you bought games. So, like, this is pretty cool. There's, like, some dinosaurs doing stuff, and, you know, it's pretty neat. So I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I'm going to skim through some of the important things like that. So, you stand at the pinnacle of evolution. We just sort of read through this, right? It's been, like, you know, it's been a billion years. You know, we started to grow. This is like a foreword for the manual, so it's to the player. Was the evolutionary path brought to us to you the correct one? Were there any mistakes? Are you just fine the way you are now? Are you truly the correct being to stand at the pinnacle of evolution? And what if something went... This is like the player, not the fish. What if something slightly different went along the evolutionary path? A slight detour? What kind of world would we find at the pinnacle of evolution then? That modest question is the basis for this game. We hope that you've experienced this game and you'll have a better appreciation for our current existence. We're asking the big questions here. So this is a serious thinking game from Kawamata Chiaki. However he says his name. Anyway, the point is, this is an alternate Earth history. Just to be totally 100% clear, in E.V.O. The Search for Eden, it kind of made it seem like that was the same Earth as our current Earth, and didn't really clarify that, by the way, this is all parallel universe. So, let's have a little look at some of the details in here. The timeline I kind of want to mention here a little bit, because, things are strange in this timeline. So, there's a fifth planet that's not a planet that we know about. There's Mars, there's Earth, the Moon is also a planet, by the way, and there's Venus. So those are the 5 planets that we care about, because Mercury is still too hot and too close to the sun, and everything else is a gas giant. But yeah, that's the solar system of this place. They all were formed at about the same time, but Earth was a little bit slow on getting, atmosphere and oceans. So it was like 100 million years difference. If you're looking at the scale here, it's about 100 million years per tick or so. Anyway, basically, the way this chart says, Mars got life first, then the 5th planet. The Moon wasn't even in our solar system back then, and then it came here. So this is probably more like Final Fantasy IV, where the Moon travels between places doing stuff. That's how it works. Anyway, Mars, 5th planet, Venus with life, Moon already had life. Like, that's pretty cool. And then Venus got the plants going. They kind of sped things up somehow. Seems like they got a little bit of a head start there on Venus. And then the other 3 planets start getting some molecules. Actually, no, Earth. They all sort of catch up in the end. Looks like the idea here is 5th planet and Mars have complex life a lot earlier than Earth. So Earth is lagging behind. Like, without reading every single line here. The story is Earth is slow, Venus, Mars, and the 5th planet are quicker and get life, and the Moon flew in from somewhere. And there was a war on the Moon, and it radiated to other planets. So that's cool. Then Venus had the first civilization. They went into space, they did some stuff, yada yada. But, then the devil went to Venus, down to Venus, and they had a war. That seems interesting. 5th planet seems to be doing good, but the devil killed all the Venusians who died, and then they fled to the 5th planet because the devil killed them. So, okay. Meanwhile, on Mars, they're getting some plants, and, the 5th planet, they got some Venusians and some of their own animals. The devil devoured all life on Venus, and then Venus was dead from there on out. So we don't have to keep track of that anymore. And then the devil went to Mars, because, it's not Georgia, but it's red. And, the Venusians and the 5th planetians just started doing bad things on the internet. And so they had some humanoids from the 5th planetians. That's great, good. And then they went to space, but the devil was already on Mars, looking over the animals on Mars. Earth was taking its sweet time, and Moon had started to recover from its nuclear war. Remember, that was a long time ago. That's like 1 billion years back when it got blown up. It's getting better. So, back on Mars, some humans showed up, but, they found the devil, called him a god. Cool. And back on the 5th planet, because the Venusians were like, hey, the devil's bad, guys, he killed our planet, we should probably have some anti-devil measures. So that's probably a good idea. Meanwhile, the Martians are now in space, and, they worship the devil. So they start invading the rest of the system, just like a previous Amiga game we played not that long ago. This is very familiar. The Martians always invading the rest of the planets and lunar colonies, probably straight to the Moon, right? So that's 2.8 billion years ago. Then the interplanetary war between the 5th planet and Mars starts going. That's good. Venus is completely gone at this point. Earth is like still barely having any life, and the Moon was recovering from, radiation or something. But, the Martians destroyed the 5th planet, and then it became the asteroid belt, so it's gone. That's 2 planets down, so the Devil's doing pretty good at this point. Mars attains victory completely. They had a Death Star or something, they blew it up, standard stuff. But the second Lunarian civilization, just Mars, the devil can have complete victory. Back on the Moon / Moon planet, they're back. Refugees from the 5th planet, so now the Venusians went to the 5th planet, and then those people plus the Venusians went to the Moon. So okay, everyone's hanging out on the Moon. That's nice. Mars having a little bit of a hard time because they took some casualties at the war with the fifth planet. I mean, they did destroy an entire planet, so that's fair. But, you know, after a couple 100 million years, back to invasion, you know, cool, back to invading everyone. So they invade Jupiter, why not? And then they invade the moon, which is bad because, you know, there was the Lunarians there. And then they invade, you know, Saturn, and, oh, by the way, hey, Earth, how's it going? We're colonizing Earth. And Venus again. So, you know, Martians are just up to no good, basically. Just conquering everything, the devil's doing bad stuff, and they're everywhere. Except for the planet that got blown up, you know. So they're everywhere that's, you know, not rocks, asteroids. But just when you thought the devil had won, there was a coup d'etat, and the anti-devil faction kicked the devil off of Jupiter. So that's good. And then there was more coup d'etats on other planets, so including the moon, the Lunarians rebel, and even on Earth, there were some anti-devil forces here. I mean, there wasn't a lot of life, but somebody fought off the devil faction on the Earth, so that's nice of them. Probably the Lunarians, I guess, seem to be the ones. The only surviving good guys at this point are the Lunarians, seeing as everyone else got blown up. So the Martian Empire falls, Mars becomes a wasteland, as it always was. Martian army withdraws from everywhere, and the devil is defeated by the Lunarians on the moon, I guess. And the Earth is, you know, free to be Earth. So the devil abandons Mars and starts to gnaw on life, just like what happened on Venus all those years ago. So he just, you know, devoured all of Mars, and now it's dead. So if you don't do what he says, you just eat your planet and you die. So that sucks. Meanwhile, for some reason, the Lunarian civilization was declining. I mean, there's nothing else to do. The devil's busy eating Mars. At least on Earth, at this point, you know, 2 billion years ago, some oxygen finally arrives. So this is probably around when the game starts, give or take, because the fish story tends to be the story of starting as a fish and then the oxygen, you know, proliferating so that they can move on to land. So it's somewhere in there, I guess. Meanwhile, the moon people are trying third generation. This is the backstory, Cryptic. It's the backstory. It's the manual. So the Lunarian civilization's doing their thing. Third time's a charm. Devil comes to the moon, acts as a savior, and I guess hangs out with them for quite a while. And unfortunately, they pollute the air and the oceans terribly because probably the devil was telling them to build more cars or something. First complex cells with nuclei. I guess we still weren't actually starting the game yet. We took a while to get there because I think fish require complex cells. So anyway, atmosphere on Earth, good. Moon's environment collapses, and boy, there's not a lot of planets at this point. Venus is dead, fifth planet's blown up, Mars is dead, so Lunarians go to Earth, because that's all that's left. Does the coup imply the Martians decided they didn't want to follow the devil? Maybe. I assume the Lunarians were trying to round up, you know, anti-devil support and probably convince some Martians to rebel. But I imagine it was primarily not Martians at first because they worship the devil as a god, at least for a while. I mean, a couple 100 million or billion years. So, after the moon collapsed, the devil devoured all life on the moon. So, bam, all planets dead. That sucks. That was 1 billion years ago. And then we finally get some multicellular life, and plants start growing on the Earth, and the devil comes to Earth. And that's where our game begins. That makes sense. So, everything else is dead and killed by the devil. There are some Lunarian survivors somewhere that technically probably have some Martians and some fifth planetians hanging out, but pretty much everyone's, you know, been eaten by the devil. That's pretty bad. So that's your story. See, it's important to read these manuals. You'd have no idea if you just played as a fish. I don't think I'm going to read any of these, though, at least not right now. Well, maybe the first one. Maybe we'll read one of these for every chapter of the game, because I think they follow... Yeah, this is like the amphibians for, like, you know, chapter 2. So let's at least start with chapter 1 for now. And I think we'll skip the rest of this manual. I don't want to spend all day reading through this manual. But there's a lot of information. And there is some tips down here for, like, how to play the game. And I have read those already on my own. So I can just explain that as we get to the game. But, like, you know, this is where you learn a little bit more about how your in-game stats would work. And, how to evolve and so on and so forth. So one more little story, and then we will begin. So part 1, this is chapter 1, fish story, the Thalotus Paradise. In the distant past, when the lands and sea were as one, the gods looked down upon the earth and spoke, "Let us prepare a special place for the good creatures that shall soon inherit this earth." Thus were the lands and seas divided by the words of the gods. A paradise was created between the plates of the lands. Then the gods made Thalotus in their own image, and placed them in this newly created paradise. The Thalotus, lived a peaceful life there, isolated from enemies and disasters, their school growing in number, until that fateful day, that is. That day when a lone Thalotus, I think it's the fish, the first fish we play as is a Thalotus, so some sort of weird ancient fish. That's us at the beginning. Wandered into their paradise. The Thalotus elder had a faraway look in his eyes as he told you this story. It's a myth that has been passed down from elder to elder amongst the Thalotus for generation after generation. So that is the creation story of the fish people that we went to visit, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Anyway. That's where we are. It happened in the background when you weren't watching, but all you missed was the main menu, and eventually you get here. I don't think we actually... It basically leads exactly to where we are in game. So this is perfect. Because we already read the entire intro to the story, and then I tabbed out to read you the manual. And oh look, we're a Thalotus visiting some more Thaloti in a cave. Alright, so let's get to work. Hey, looks like he's finally awake. Been sleeping there, dreaming all day. Thank goodness. We gotta tell the elder. Elder, there's a new fish. He looks like us, but he's from the outer world. Wait for me. Elder. So this is a game you will have to do some Google foo to find there, Rocco Picori. Alright. There we go. Back to some nice happy music. 22 minutes in of intro. Hey, that's how these old games work. So, just to give everyone a little idea, you can move around as a fish. This is kind of the overworld map. Dungeons all kind of look like this. You cruise around. Top right is a map of the world that you're in. Underneath that is your current evolutionary form. The name of the form is in the bottom left. The little bar in the middle is your HP. And your EVO genes are your experience points. So, spacebar, chart EVO. We've got 4 stats. Wisdom will be for magic. It's not really magic, but, special attacks, stuff like that. Special attack, special defense. Endurance is your physical defense. Vitality is your HP. And attack power is your attack power. They're kind of in a weird balance, and evolving different ways will give you different evolutions down the chart. So if you stick to just one stat, you'll evolve, but you'll be a different evolution than if you follow a different route. The manual recommends for a new player you relatively evenly balance your stats out as a first timer. I'm not sure. You can escape out of there if you want. For now, I'm a pretty big fan of... Oh, I didn't escape at all. Whatever, I put some points in life. It's not the end of the world. Also, on the top right, you can see up here, this is your evolution chart. So, the way this works is the vertical is like your vertical progression. This is your, like, each tier on the way down, each tier down is a different sort of tier. You can't go up, like you can only go down. This is like future timeline passing. The left and right versions are more like parallel upgrades. So we could go to, say, this upgrade over here in the top left, and then do a couple parallel upgrades before we go down to the next tier. Basically, the way I've just the little bit I've played, the higher number, like the number in brackets, is the next evolution. And right now, 16 in any stat will give us an evolution, which will be one of the 4, I would imagine. And then whichever is the most expensive will probably take us to the next tier, and then the smaller numbers will take you, the smaller in brackets will take us sideways. We'll test some things out as we go, but different forms will give you different special attacks and different stuff. You know, it's all good. It's pretty straightforward. It's not that complicated, but you know, we'll get it. So we've got a little bit of extra HP there, no big deal. You actually regenerate slowly most of the time. So we've already healed up the little bit of vitality I added in there. Other than that, we could learn a little bit about our history. What it would blink all the different in the E.V.O. history. It would blink all the path we took to evolve. The encyclopedia shows us a little bit about who we are. We're a Tholotus. We're 10 centimeters, and that's not a very big fish. We ate a lot of plankton. The surface of its flat body was rough like a cat's tongue. We lived during the Silurian to the Devonian period. So there's a little bit more actual science in this game. Not always, but a little bit of that. And we're definitely going to speed the text speed up a fair amount. I think 0 is the fastest, but kind of skips things too much. I have to be able to read. And we're definitely going to put a save. So we get 6 save files. That's nice. That's an upgrade. Alright, well, let's go exploring now that we've learned everything about the stats. So you talk to things or fight things by bumping into them. I think I put the speed a little too fast. Hey, what's up? That's a relief. Everyone was pretty worried. So there's a little lobster guy down there. Let's try number 2. If you got questions, I've got the answers. Alright, good for you, buddy. A little volcano back here, just a little bit of hot springs. Well now, you look better. We're all friends round these parts. I hope you'll join us. They need some fresh blood. They've been living here in a cave for too long by themselves. Nice to meet you. Yeah, they generally say 2 things. So the first time you meet them, they say one thing, and then if you talk to them again, they'll give you second dialogue, but there won't be like a third set. Oh, so you're the Tholotus that showed up on the verge of death. From what I've heard, there are both safe and dangerous places in the outer seas. Yeah. Hey, it's you! How you feeling? The Elder told me that if we all work together, we can be anything we want! These are like little baby, tiny 10 centimeter fish that eat plankton that are talking and planning their life. It's pretty good. La la la, in the deep blue depths, la la. The coral talk as well, of course, it makes sense. This is what happened to humans, we didn't talk to the coral enough. Beyond the south, probably a secret. So you're the one that the Tholotus girls have all fallen for. Yeah man, I'm a pretty sexy green fish. You rake! Gently flowing along the currents is the best feeling. Yeah, the light on the ocean surface supposedly hurts. You can't float about like this up there. Well, we don't take any damage up here by this surface right now, but maybe later. Goodness me, I see you've gotten better. Well, really, that's wonderful, dear. Yes, it is. Oh, dear, are you going to live here? Would you like me to look after you? We got ourselves a little grandma fish. It's because that's how fish work. Oh, you look better. Good for you. I don't know why lately, but I've been feeling uneasy. Feels like something awful and terrible's gonna happen. Hi there. Speak of the devil, and he appears. The Elder is waiting for you over there. No sea is more wonderful than ours. Yep. I mean, if they just eat plankton, they'd be pretty peaceful. There's a bunch of little team fish here. Have you talked to everyone? Have you talked to everyone? We gotta talk to the guy in the middle. Oh, you're finally awake. Wonderful, wonderful. We watched over him the whole time. I see. Such nice children. Truly. Hey. I'm the one that found him first. Hey, don't steal our thunder. Now, be nice, little fishies. Yes, sir. Now then, youngster. Now, I don't know where you're from, but you certainly surprised us. Wandering into our sea all lost and exhausted, and then immediately passing out. Everyone was so worried about you. But anyway, I'm just glad you're okay now. This sea is now your sea. Be nice to everyone. Hooray! It's our sea. We found a hole. Well, that was interesting. Does that happen usually? Does that happen frequently around here? What in the world just happened? Everyone's acting completely different. There must be some curse at work. Oh no, it's horrible. It was you. You did this. Everyone changed when you got here. Bastard. Cursed Thelodus. I'll teach you a lesson. Stop this, Elder. Don't you interfere with me, young lady. Listen to me, it's the light. The light is what's causing everyone to go crazy. What? I was lucky enough not to be touched by the light. Do I look like I've changed to you, Elder? Well, yes, now that you mention it. The same goes for me, too. The light is the cause. Don't blame it on this Thelodus, please. It's way more story than Secret of Mana, guys. It's great. Not Secret of Mana. Search for Eden. So many Super Nintendo games. Fine, that was childish of me. However, our peaceful sea will never be the same again. Leave. It's not like Secret of Mana at all. Get out of my village. We might be attacked again if you stay here. Elder. So, yeah, we've been kicked out. Yes. I didn't exactly mean Secret of Mana at first, but, I can't just deal with this. Look after the children. No way in hell. We should all just do what we want to do. So, now Grandma doesn't want to look after us anymore. I can't stand you. Me neither. Please, just leave. I'll shock you! Zap! And you actually do take damage, that's great. Oh dearie, this won't do at all! We have a nice sea here. It's not for vagabonds such as yourself. Go away! Don't talk to me! I'm so sorry about all my legs. I'll fill you with holes with my needles. Wait, I didn't actually mean to leave. I was gonna go talk to everybody. Hello, lady. I just wanted to say goodbye, even though we just met. I hope we meet again one day. I noticed before, but I can sense some kind of power in you. A very great power. I have to look after the elder. I mean, my grandpa. Be careful in the Eastern Ocean. I hear all the fish are violent over there, affected by the light. Farewell. Be safe. Aw, sniffling underwater. Well, we'll never talk to them again. You were cast out of Thelodus Sea due to something you had nothing to do with. After your departure, the Thelodus Sea was washed away by mysterious rabbits. But you wouldn't know about this. Can't go back, they're all dead. Well, it's a good thing we're out in the ocean, swimming around. So, I'm just gonna say, if you're playing along and you want to know the very beginning of this game, don't mess with Thelodus. They're actually too tough. Go after the jellyfish. It's turn-based combat time. So we have one special ability, the recover skill, which is pretty good, but that's it. And we can attack. Bam! 1 damage. All right. Should have put those points in attack power, not HP. Desperate attack. Critical hit. Yes. Kill that jellyfish. We got this. We got this. 1 damage at a time. I'm just gonna heal up. So you take 2 turns not fighting, and then you heal for both turns. So it's pretty good. Yay! We killed him. You got an E.V.O. point. All right. I never said this wasn't an RPG. I said it was basically like Dragon Quest. Even the music is basically Dragon Quest. Alright, so what I should have done is put points in attack from the very beginning, or maybe defense. Well, that guy only did 1 damage, so really attack power would have been way better. Anyway, +1 attack power. We won't always spend our points after 1 combat, but we're so weak right now. We need every little upgrade we can get, and we're still only doing 1 damage, so that's not good enough. So yeah, the action RPG was for the Super Nintendo's Search for Eden, but this was the original game, basically. It was a, hey, I did deal 2 damage, nice. So, there's still a lot of grinding. It's a different kind of grinding than action combat, where you just keep chomping a jellyfish in a stun lock until you upgrade your teeth. It's a little bit more spread out. Because you could basically increase your stats after every combat if you want. We really do need a little bit more HP here. Regenerating. Good, good. I just want to see us regularly do like 2 damage. There you go. Now things start to speed up. 2 damage. Bam! We're the toughest Tholodus in the sea. Actually, don't. Like, if we fight a Tholodus right now, we'd probably die. Alright. Give me that attack power. Kill all jellyfish. Still doing 1 damage. You like the jellyfish? Well, these ones are evil. They tried to shock me. Well, we can do 3 damage sometimes. Just a little bit of variation in our attack power. But it's speeding up. They're good with hot sauce. Nice. Alright. Are you guys ready? Do you want to evolve? You will evolve into the 3rd step in the next line. So we've got vertical evolution this time. We cannot go back to Thelodus after this. Would you like to evolve to Hemisalapsis? Totally. I know what that is. Well, that's way more badass. We got like skull face. And we're 3 times as large. We still only eat plankton and jellyfish. And I guess typically you'd live in estuaries and swim slowly along riverbeds. But we're still in the deep sea, so, you know. Anyway, we look a little cooler. Less than just green, boring fish. Now, sadly, simply evolving like that doesn't actually get us any extra stats. We have to keep upgrading our other stats. And I think if you look at this, I would expect that if we put more points to attack power and get it to level 32, that'll probably do another vertical evolution. Whereas if we do the other stats that are 24 or 28 to evolve, those will do the side evolutions. And I'd like to show them off, so we'll kind of, you know, upgrade one and then we'll go to the side ones if I can swing it. Oh, that vent keeps pushing me up there. That's what's going on. All right. Kill him. Yeah, we're doing lots of damage now. That's what I want. Now, an underwater volcano erupts. Oh no! We cannot go back anymore. That's fine. I'm gonna try one of these green guys. We have evolved to a 2nd form, but I'm a little bit worried. We actually have a defend ability. This is less like an RPG defend and more like a defense up skill in Pokemon. Your defenses go up, which is good because we took 3 damage, even after defending up. But you can see how that works. I don't know how much it stacks, to be honest, and I don't actually think we can... We're still not out healing him. Oh man, I was really hoping we'd have a chance, but with no defense power, this guy is too tough. Damn, you can't get away. Okay, escape! So yeah, the green Thelodus are still too strong. That's too bad. So we're gonna have to kill a few more jellyfish and then get some defense power. Another underwater volcano. Uh-huh. Well, sure hope there's some more jellyfish over here or we're screwed. This is not looking good. Oh no. We actually locked out of things I can fight. This didn't happen to me in my test trial. You got too close to the volcano. Just took a little bit of damage, it's fine. Well, that's not good at all. Okay, well, let's go over here. It's a good thing I put a save down, because we might be screwed. So we've got a little cave, just like Super Nintendo cave. Oh, that's right. Every now and then you'll find little things like that. This little crystal, except it's Gaia's heart. Nice. All right. That'll do. Save my butt. Gonna spread a bit of XP around. There we go. Still don't need to be too wise, because right now wisdom doesn't really do much for us. You know, we'll want to be a smart fish one day, but for now, you know, defense and attack power seem to be the main thing. All right, well that should hopefully do it. Now I don't know what else is in this cave, but you know, that was fortuitous. Okay, I just want to go see if we can kill one of these green fish before we get any more dangerous. All right, look at all that HP I've got. Still no special attacks that are going to really help us. Kill him. 4 damage. 1. How the tables have turned. Just a second ago, you were punching me for 4. Alright, so these guys give us double the experience that the jellyfish were giving us. Oh, I got critical. Getting good and saves coming? There'd be no saves coming here. How the turntables. I thought about going for that. I'm glad you guys watched a lot of Office. Alright, so I'm not going to really spend a lot of time grinding on the green fish. There's going to be an interesting balance here playing a game I'm not super familiar with in where you should be grinding. At least in Search for Eden, I had a pretty good idea where to go to fight enemies that give you a lot of experience. Whereas in this game, I mean, I don't really know. What we should be doing is saving regularly, though. Because if you die, it doesn't just restart you. What? Unable to save? You appear to be under some kind of curse? You can't save it there? That's great. The first curse. Even older than the cursed ring. Alright. Oh, if you see me running around weird, there's kind of an input delay sometimes in these. So, like, I'll stop pressing left or right, but it's already, like, it's, like, queued up some right key presses. So, I don't know if it's the emulator or the game, but sometimes I won't move exactly the way I intend to if I'm holding the key down. Like, I've took my hand off the keyboard. So, if you're not tapping, if you hold it down, it'll eventually queue up more taps, more button presses than you needed. Also, there's some weird, sometimes there's like currents that you can't see. So they're like invisible walls that push you around, like that. I don't know how you're supposed to know that, but, you know, that. Hey look, it's one of me! There was a hidden hemiclopus something. Welcome! What? 7 damage. Can't even hurt me. I'm the superior hemiclopsapsis. Did he run away? What a punk! I mean, he knows he's doomed. There you go. 4 E.V.O per kill. I like it. Hey, some more Theliduses! Yeah! They just ran away. Kill them! That's some good eating down there. Where'd they go? Whoa, stop it! We don't want to fight! You're not attacking us? Are you on our side? Well then, that's good to hear. I didn't say I wouldn't eat you. Oh ho, I am a brave Thelidus. The only Thelidus in the world to adventure to the Eastern Ocean. I mean, I did, but I evolved. Want to ask about it? Sure. Okay, I'll tell you all about it. It's said that in the depths of the Eastern Ocean, there's a mysterious power that watches over us, but the water before you reach that depth is powerful. The deeper you get, the stronger its power. So many of my friends were crushed by it. It's so terrible. vitality and endurance. It's a good idea to build up both. So this is a mechanic. Don't tell me you're going to see the light. Basically, sometimes there'll be terrain damage unless your endurance is high enough, which is nice. There's a secret path to the Eastern Ocean through this cave, but I won't tell you where it is. How about we just beat him up a little bit? You're just... yeah, all of you jerks not telling me. Alright, well, you guys kind of suck. You need to get out of the way, though, fish. No, you need to get out of the way, fish. Alright, well, we'll just, you know, explore the cave. Easy peasy. No, I want to go up here. So, you know, mazes. Search for Eden wasn't the only game to have mazes. There's a reason why they added some dungeon mazes. It's because this game had them. To be honest, the mazes in this game are probably more complicated than the ones in Dragon Quest. Suddenly, a massive cave opens up before you. There's an opening on the other side. You swim towards it. The cave was so massive, it took 3 days to make it through. Alright, welcome to the Eastern Ocean. So if you're following along on the map, we started over here, went through the little shallows, went through a cave, now we're over here. I just explained in no name. The glowing light at the bottom is what the fish were talking about. Uh-oh, we're probably gonna die again. Hold on. What are these guys? Bothriplopses. They look pretty tough. Ah, not that bad. I expected them to be tougher. Maybe they're just a parallel evolution to what I am. Oh, he's trying to heal. Ah, clever girl. Alright. 4 experience per kill. Oh no, the red tide! Took 2 damage, gets 8 evolution points. Alright, let's evolve up before we get into more combat here. There's 2 different fish over there, and we only know we can kill 1 so far. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna put a couple more points. I want my attack strong. I don't want to evolve just yet, but I want lots of attack power. A bit of life. And now, let's have a look at maybe an evolution from endurance. So this took us left on the chart. So this is a parallel kind of sideways sidestep. So Cephalaspis, whatever that is. Huh. It's a little bit smaller. Clung to riverbeds, sucked up prey while swimming. Ancestor of the lamprey. Okay. Do we have any cool moves? Let's put some points in wisdom at least. Don't want to leave that totally 0. Also, sorry if you can hear a lot of people clapping outside. It's 7 o'clock. Time to everyone make noises again. Alright. I haven't seen a Burkenya before. I don't know what these guys do. And I didn't get any new moves. Oops. Well, I mean, I might have needed to heal a little bit. It looks like we're pretty strong, though, stat-wise. So we should be fine here. We had one little step where I was worried we were going to be too weak, but it seems like a couple good combats and we're good. Man, those guys are no... They just bang on a pot... There's like some kid with a pot and pan just smashing it as loudly as he can outside. Drives me crazy. It's not just like clapping, it's like trying to make as much noise, banging on the walls, smashing the railings, all that stuff. Kids are screaming. Alright, so it is probably close to the right time to start thinking about the next vertical evolution, but let's balance our stats out a little bit, and then we'll, well, we're gonna need some more endurance probably to swim down anyway. You know, they did tell us, you know, you'll get crushed in the depths of the ocean if you go south, or low. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty strong. I don't really want to grind forever, you know, but that's kind of how this game works, you know. Part of the Lobotomy Corp metagame. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Trying to drive me crazy. Alright, let's do some vitality, see where this leads us. Just back to hemiclipsis. It's possible endurance takes you kind of left on the chart, and vitality takes you kind of right on the chart, because we already were a hemiclipsis. So, unfortunately, we just went one way and then back. That didn't really show off anything interesting. Let's see if we go 4 more into vitality if we go to the right again. There you go. See, it makes perfect sense. Bothriolopsis. What's that? Oh, that's the things we're fighting. Alright, cool. Hey, it's a mirror match. I'm speedrunning this game right now, Tim. Alright. So, I'd like to start swimming down a little bit. This is a new fish. A Gemundina. Oh, I forgot to check if I have any specials. He just did 12 damage. We're dead. We're actually dead if we take one more hit. Well, we went from super easy fish that we can't even had 0 to worry about to a fish that killed us instantly. Oh, I thought you had to reload. All right, well, that's fine. Dying's no big deal. It's just like Search for Eden. Gaia just resurrects you. This is fine. So I guess we're not ready to go anywhere past this tier. So we're gonna have to do a bit of grinding, because that fish down there like basically 2-shot me. So that's not gonna work. What we can do while we're in pure grind mode is speed things up a little bit. So, you know, grind mode. Let's see, well, we definitely needed some defense. Holy smokes. Hey, look, it's the final of the 4. Nice, we're gonna see everything. Burkina. Can you believe it? Alright, that's the smallest of the 4. Mainly live near the water surface in shallow water. Well, that doesn't seem very promising given that we need to swim to the bottom of the ocean. Let's go down the attack line. This is... Well, actually, hold on. I want to see if any of these 4 had a special attack. Oops. Let's get one more combat, and then we'll evolve down. Oh, I'm in super speed. Yeah. So all the tier 2 fish just have, like, the defense skill. That's no big deal. Alright. So, attack up, because that's all I care about. Let's become a Climatius. What's a Climatius? Well, that's pretty cool. We're actually a carnivore finally. Instead of just eating plankton, now we eat animals. Nice. Lived in rivers and lakes. Well, hopefully saltwater. From the Devonian period. Alright. So now we're in the second phase. We definitely need a bunch of endurance. Or we're in the third step, I guess, is what I mean to say. Bit more vitality. Alright. Maybe we'll take another fight on one of those, whatever they were, the orange fish that were too tough. The stats basically matter. The form you're in matters less than your stats. The form you're in gives you special attacks, like the bite. I sped it up pretty quick, but it didn't do much. So we'll slow it down a little bit so we can see our special. When I say slow it down, it doesn't slow down your swim speed, it just slows down the attack speed. You'd have to actually, like, underclock the emulator to slow the game down a bit. Alright, bite attack. 4 damage by biting its neck. Now, I think most special skills actually cost you some HP. I think. Yeah, it cost us a couple points of hit points to do that. And it's doing less damage than our regular attack, because it's probably based on wisdom. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I have a feeling wisdom is your special attack strength. Like the bite attack. Even though, how do you attack when you attack normally? I don't know, but... Let's almost max that out. And now we're going to start... Now that we're at, like, almost ready to evolve again, we'll start to balance our stats out a little bit here. Okay, there's that orange fish. I want to try to fight him again. Actually, this is going to be a little bit dangerous here even. But do you know how to heal yourself? Okay, if he doesn't know how to heal, we could kill him eventually, but all those points I put into defense, or attack power, still not really enough. He's still way stronger than I am. Oof. Maybe I can boost my defense up a little. Yeah, this is a little bit lopsided here. All we've got going for us is that we can heal. I don't know if defense stacks. I'm going to try it a few times here, see if I can get him down to 1 damage. I have a feeling crits ignore your defense anyway. Does biting bypass defense? I don't know yet. I haven't really attacked him much because he keeps killing me. It looks like my defense is high enough now that he's doing 1 damage other than crits. So as long as you've got defense up and heal, you know, you probably can survive eventually. Alright, let's try bite. It just angered it? You just angered it, so that's not working. Wow, it must have a lot of physical defense. Maybe it has a lot of wisdom too? But yeah, just to be clear, everyone in chat, please don't backseat game or spoiler. I'm gonna figure it out as we go. Don't tell me what special attacks are the best. Okay, well, we're not gonna fight this guy again, because this is, well, like, until we get some more power, because this guy's, like, this fight takes, even if he gives us, like, 8 EVO points, this is way too slow. It's like a boss fight. No horn EVOs? Maybe. 1 damage. Oh no! We can't. It's impossible. All that work for nothing. Alright, let's switch back to grind mode, because apparently we can't even fight a fish that's the same as ourselves. Yeah, I know there's bad evolutions. It's in the manual. The hold still thing is when you're healing. You stop attacking and regenerate. Dang. What is this going to change us to? Well, let's see what a Gamundina does, because I need the attack power anyway. That looks pretty dumb. I think that's the one that killed me last time. The first thing to ever kill me was a Gamundina. At least we live on the ocean floor. That's where we want to go. Alright. So we're a little bit stronger offensively. Can you No! Stop trying to spoil the game. Alright. We are way stronger than these guys. So this fight is becoming silly how trivial it is. But I'm not sure if we can fight anything further deep than these guys, because so far they've been just totally outclassing us a little bit lower. Should we try again here with a couple more stats? Let's get that attack power up to 50, put some more points in defense. Seems to be what I really need. Uh-oh. Heated currents from a volcano draw near, and the water's temperature rises. Here's some experience. Take some damage. But now we're just... Oh, I think I went so far underwater that we're taking crush damage probably there. What are you doing running away? I mean, he knows I'm too strong. I'm farming him. Farming all the easy fish. Alright. For real, though, we're gonna... 55... I don't want to evolve at the moment, because I wanted to balance my stats out. But then I, like, started almost dying, so I had to put points in important stats. Okay, let's do this. Red Tide. A little bit of damage, some heal, or some XP. Alright, well, I'll take that. And then I really want my wisdom to balance out. I don't know what evolution choices pick the bad endings, but there are if you focus on one stat, you'll definitely see some interesting things that will happen to you. Alright, last time we fought this guy, he kicked our butt. Let's do this. 8 damage. 1 damage. Ah, the tides have turned! It's fair. We're a fish, right? Alright, and there's 6 XP instead of 4. Nice. I just want to get down to the bottom where that glowing light is. Is that too much to ask for? I don't know about this one. 11 damage. 9 in counter. 11 damage. We're stronger, but he got a good crit off early on. I gotta get that wisdom up, and then we'll heal better. Usually, you know, healing wasn't a big deal, but now that we've got a bigger HP pool, having some more healing powers would be quite useful. Yeah, because he's gonna heal now. Gotcha! Alright. Definitely balancing things out. Alright, we got a nice little diamond there. That's better. So I bet you we can kill these guys mostly trivially. I want to try that bite again. 3 damage. Wow. It's not very good. Bite doesn't seem very powerful so far. Alright. So let's cruise down a bit. The smartest fish. Well, oh, I forgot to actually show that off. Let's put some more points in wisdom, and then I'll do a fight where I heal. Like, I'll show off how much that regenerates, basically. Because last time it was only regenerating like a tiny sliver. So now we regenerate like, I don't know, a quarter per turn. Like, way more powerful. So it's nice to know the stats work. There were lots of RPGs in this era where stats meant nothing. So, it's pretty good. Alright. I guess we could talk about evolving again. We're at that point where maybe we should switch our form. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do? I wouldn't mind showing off the furthest right option. If we can. There we go. So now we've seen all 3 of the middle tier. Lunaspis. Oh, that's the things we've been fighting too. I mean, it makes sense. You know, we're turned into the things we're eating. Okay. Let's fight ourselves. Heal up a little bit. No special attacks other than bite. Looks like we've kept our defense from the last tier, and we've got the bite from this tier, so that's nice. Except, you know, bite seems pretty weak. 8 damage? Well, that was a crit for 18, but our regular attack is doing around 11. The bite does hurt ourself, you know, like it's double-edged, basically. You deal some damage to yourself to do the attack. Seems like it's less damage and you lose HP, so it's kind of a bad pick. Anyway, let's go offense. We are evolving to the next level. A Denithis. I don't know. Something. Ah. It's a 10 centimeter long eel. Carnivore. Had a massive 10 centimeter body. A massive 10 centimeter eel. Believed to be ferocious. They lived in the oceans, constantly chasing other fish around. Alright, and now we're in this form. We've got much higher caps before the next, you know, evolution. Hopefully that's enough attack power and defense for the next tier of enemies as we continue. Let's see what these guys are like. Those are supposed to be 10 meters? I thought it said 10 centimeters. Oh. If we went from, like... If we went from a fish that was in the centimeters to meters, we've done well. If we're a 10 meter long eel now, that's pretty good. Oh, we got a new, we got 2 new abilities. We got tackle and flank. Alright. He can't even dent us. Alright, flank him. You circle behind it. It can't find you. So we, is it growl? We lowered its defense. It tried to bite me. Unlucky. Hold on, I want to read that encyclopedia again. It did say 10 meters. Wow, yeah, we went from 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 10 meters. That's a huge upgrade. Alright. Good job, chat. You corrected me. Alright, also, now we can show the history a little better. We went through this chain of evolution. Just like, you know, like a real fish. Trying out all the cousins. I guess that's what happens if you go kind of balanced. You kind of see all the evolutions. Alright, we might be strong enough now to get to the bottom of this ocean. Alright. Is that guy new? Nah, it's just a Gemu. I did read in the manual, I believe, you will not see animals 2 vertical tiers below you in the chart. So, right now, anything from that, not the Thelodus line, but the first upgrade we took, anything from that tier, we shouldn't be able to find anymore because we've sort of out-evolved them. Too much time has passed. So we are no longer in that sort of tier. Put some points all over the place here. A little bit more balance. Yeah, hey Duke, this is it's an interesting game. I mean, it's got its problems. Ooh, this is a new guy. Teraspis. I should tackle him. We have underwater tackle. You crashed at full speed, 6 damage. Whoa, he did a spear attack. I gotta get his spear. That's bad though. He did a lot of damage. Okay, so he's got whatever the name of the horn was in Search for Eden. I don't know if we can take this guy. We found another tier of enemy and suddenly I'm outclassed. Come on, normal attack. 8 damage. We're pretty balanced, except he seems to have a better special attack. I mean, I can heal up, but if he has the heal of it as well, there's just no way we're ever going to beat him. Unless we get, like, a lucky crit. Ooh! No! He rushed at us with his pointy head. Oh. We're dead. Killed again. Everyone take a drink. So we gotta learn, we gotta evolve into one of those. Whatever that is, that was pretty powerful. You want some of this? You want some of this? You're no match for the 10-meter eel. This thing is like 20 centimeters comparatively. Alright. It's been a while. The game doesn't seem to save. Like, when you die, it takes you back maybe to your last evolution. I think that might be what it's doing. Because I did put those points in earlier. We were a little bit weaker than before we died. Anyway, let's do a little grind. We're going to need some stats, clearly. It's a lot like how Dragon Warrior 1 or Dragon Quest 1 worked. Where, without the right levels, there's just nothing you can do. We don't have to buy equipment this time around and save up gold for that steel sword, but we're still gonna have to grind those E.V.O points once in a while. Alright. I don't know. Actually, I don't want to evolve. For now, I'm going to kind of balance everything out without evolving. And, actually, maybe what I should do is try to find, like, a side upgrade to see if we can learn that spear attack. Because that seemed way more powerful than anything I've got. Now, it might just be he's got better wisdom stats, but he was doing, like, 27 damage. That's the best attack yet. I really need to not die. Let's go up a bit. Hey, would you mind letting me heal for a second? It's faster to heal in battle than outside of battle. These guys can't even hurt me. Aw, that's kind of mean. We're really picking on these guys now. Alright, 26 damage crit. Not bad. Okay, get you to 70. Then I'll get my vitality reasonably high. And then we'll pick a evolution. Yeah, no, you seem to get... I'm pretty sure you get different different special attacks if you do a side upgrade. You don't have to do a vertical evolution to get new skills. Alright, after this one we should have enough points to get something. The eel is cool, but his special attack, he's got like tackle and flank. Flank lowers the enemy's defense, which was neat, but that's not good enough. So let's see what we can get. We'll upgrade our vitality significantly. And I think I'll go endurance. That should get us a side grade. To the Cacostius. And I need more defense anyway. Alright. 10 to 80 centimeters. We got much smaller. Not 10 meters long, but we got some cool armor. Attacked other fish with its agile, powerful jaws. Well, I kind of like that. Any new specials? We have the flank still, but we lost tackle. It's not super promising. Now, you can see even just by our HP bar, we're way over leveling these Climatiuses. Maybe we should take another stab at the next tier of fish. Gonna try one more evolution, and a bunch of defense is probably mandatory. Acanthodes. I'm just looking for a good skill. Oh, we're a fish. That's like a real fish. 20 to 30 centimeters. We're pretty small. I'm sure I've seen a fish that looks like that before. Inhabited fresh is like a little neon, a tetra. Inhabited freshwater locations, like rivers. Nice. Any good specials? No. Bite him. Well, it did more damage. Still less than our regular attack, though. All right, we're gonna start going down, though. I still don't really know what controls how much damage you get out of those special attacks. Bite just seems bad. It seems like it always does less damage than my physical. And it might just be that I have more attack power than wisdom, but maybe next tier I'll try to stack wisdom a little bit more than attack. It's just got a really big gill there, Rocco. Alright, we're going south, or we're going deeper, I guess. It's not really south. We're gonna get to the bottom of this before I end the episode. Like, future tubers, I don't know how I'm gonna break this game up. There's a lot of grinding, so there's probably just gonna be long episodes. It's fair. Alright, so. I wonder if this will take me sideways. I think the 88s will probably take me vertically. But the 80 might take me to the final side evolution that we haven't seen yet. There you go. Pteraspis. Oh, is that the one? Yes! Swam near the surface and ate plankton. Ha! And may have defended itself using its pointed head. Aw, get wrecked, son. You rushed it with your pointy head. 35 damage. Oh, that's good. Alright, we're rocking now. Get out of here. Now, we do take a little bit of damage when we use it. We are headbutting it with our pointy head, but that was awesome. Alright. Oh, it's the 10-meter eel. Well, last time, this worked really well on it when I was an eel. 29 damage. Yeah, that's a good attack. Considering my regular attack's doing like 13. That's just much more powerful. Oh, uh-oh. Kill him before he can kill us! Alright, I gotta be careful with that or I'm gonna kill myself, but that seems to be working really well. I don't want to change my form now, because if I put too many points somewhere, we'll evolve, and I don't want to. Let's go right to the limit and not quite evolve. Because, boy, do we feel strong right now. But, I mean, I could put 39 points in and probably become stronger, but I'm going to lose my cool attack. But these are new. These might be the next tier. No, we've seen these guys. No problem. We've been these guys. I've been you, man. He did 16 damage? Okay, how strong are we? 13. He's stronger than us. Or is he? 33. I upgraded my wisdom, man. I just need a way to heal up. But we can two-shot pretty much anything down here with our spear attack. Oh, I just don't want to evolve now because we're going to lose our cool spear. No, I already know, Dima. I've literally explained that to the chat already. You don't have to tell me how the game works. Alright. Stab him. What matters way more than your stats is what special attacks you learn in your form, though. So it's not as simple as just saying stats are everything. Because this stab is way better than any other special we've seen. There's new monsters. Sea monsters. Okay, recover a little bit. Stab him. That did less. Maybe it's got a really wide roll. Or like 34 is a crit and 17 is the regular damage, maybe? I don't know. Interesting. The pointy fish is the ultimate form. Well, not really. I'm sure the next tier will be important pretty soon because we'll have enough points. We've got 75 evolution points. We should probably go to the next form now because we're going to get such a big stat up. But I'm gonna miss stab form. Let's go wisdom for a little bit. Oh, that's taking me sideways. It's not what I wanted. Because we lost our pointy attack, but... I was kind of planning on going, like, wisdom evolution here. See what happens. Dipterus! Does he have a pointy head? No. He swam vigorously through the water. Ancestor of the Dipnoi subclass. Alright. Anyway, we got much higher stat caps again. Let's bulk up a little bit before we talk about our next evolution. I want to test out this guy's skills, see what he's got. We could definitely side grade with attack or vitality pretty easily. So, maybe we'll do that. Oops, no. Dang it. I pressed down, I didn't mean to press down. I don't want to evolve just yet. I want to see if this thing has anything useful. Because my spear attack was pretty awesome. We're evolving just backwards. Aww. I mean, I thought the 10-meter eel would be the strongest, but... We do not have the stab, but we have onslaught now, which is new. Let's heal up a little bit. It looks like we're way stronger than these guys. Now that we've leveled up a bunch of extra stats, you know. 13 damage. Onslaught! Smacked him with my tail! Twice! It's a double attack! It is tail slap. It's double kick. Probably you can't get 5 attacks out of it though. That's pretty good. Is that equivalent to the spear stab? 18 damage, 18. So 36 total. That's pretty good. Definitely more than my physical. Okay. Let's get that wisdom higher. See how much difference that makes. But yeah, double slab. I like that. Uh-oh, the volcanoes. They're out to get me. Actually, we didn't take any damage. We just got some XP out of it. Alright, so now we've upgraded our wisdom. Well, it did less. Seems like sometimes they take half damage. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. They saved they've passed their saving throw and took half damage. There's probably something like that going on. So we can do up to 48 damage with this. But if they resist, you know, it'll do 12s. Okay. Is there any other attack? Let's just check out Bite. Bite does 30, which is still weaker because it only does 1 attack. And flank should lower the enemy's defenses, which might not even matter with these attacks. I don't know. Because I think we're fighting against their wisdom rather than their physical defense. But like your physical attack, if you drop their defense with the flank, that would help your regular attack, I think. I guess, well, before we evolve, let's get tough. Save up a few points before we evolve. Seems to be the smart thing is if you get a good fish, like with a good skill, stay there for a while and save up some points, and then evolve to something new, where you might lose your skill, but you have a lot more stats, so it'll make up for it. But yeah, 46 damage for double attack, that's way better than my regular. Oh look, we made it to the bottom of the ocean! Huzzah! You come closer to the light, and then you hear a distant voice. A kind voice that you've never heard before. Can you hear me? Hear my voice. Don't be frightened, I'm a friend. She's way hotter on the PC than she was back on the Super Nintendo. I haven't seen you for 3 billion years, and you've evolved so much since then. I'm so glad. My name is Gaia. We share the same destiny. You and I have been given purpose by someone. It is, however, too early for me to tell you that purpose, because you're a fish, and I'm a real person. A journey through time awaits you, one that takes place over the course of millions of years. Can fish even hear? Well, she's probably telepathic or something. You must survive, evolve, and become a fantastic living organism. The 5 magic ring, yeah. If you find yourself unable to evolve, I will lend you my power, like when we die all the time, right? Now go! We'll meet again in 200 million years on the eastern shores. 200 million years? Is this really Gaia? Or is it the devil at the bottom of the ocean? That's a good question. Alright. Well, let's do some evolution. Chiropsis, whatever that is. Well, now we're a chubby-looking fish. Ate anything! Reproduced well. This is Robert's fish. Ancestor of some other kind of fish. Like sea bass or bonito. Alright. Alright, well we made it to the bottom of the ocean. Now we gotta fight our way back up. Hopefully I didn't lose my double attack. Nah, we still got it. You smacked it right in the face with your tail. I like that one. That's so good. We're the only animals that evolve like Pokemon. Yeah, everybody else has to, you know, breed. We're special. We were chosen by Gaia. We started as a single-cell organism at the beginning in the intro, and we have become a fish, and now we're speedily evolving through the fish tiers. Hey baby, see you in 200 million years, yeah. Wasn't that the ending to one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? I can only see you when you step on dry land. Good luck, fish! Alright. I don't actually want to... Oh no, this is the dangerous one. Slap him! Face slap! Actually, this guy has more defense than most fish. Can we evolve into Pac-Man? If you want to, maybe. Pirates of the Caribbean ripped this off this game. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to start avoiding some of these fights because you know, they can't even hurt me. Why is Gaia underwater? Eh. We're not sure if she's a devil or a god right now. Ooh, well, his stab attack only did 12. Not as bad. Well, to be honest, this fish seems kind of boring. Let's go to I mean, this guy, this bass fish, he's kind of lame. Let's go to the right and see if we can see the final form in this tier. The Cladoshlashi. Ooh, nice. Carnivore. Kind of looks like a shark. Ancestor of the chondrichthyes. I don't know. Such as sharks. Yeah. Attacked other fish using its fast, strong jaws and fast swim speed. Its rough skin was supposedly used as a weapon against other fish. Nice. I'm glad we found the shark. This sounds like Star Wars names. They might be realistic. I don't know. We're probably getting pretty close to the next vertical evolution. But I want to at least try out the shark for a little bit before we lose them. You know, if I put one more point anywhere, we'll evolve into the next tier, and I don't want to do that yet. All right, we're burning to death in the volcanoes. So I think if we tried to go right before we went to the bottom of the ocean, this volcano wouldn't have let us go by. I think. And of course, as soon as we go past it, it's on again, and now we can't go back. You know, classic. What's this redfish? Dipterus. Okay, what do we got? Shark skin. You rub your sandpaper skin on him. 50 damage. What? The shark's final attack. Rubbing skin on fish. How does Onslaught compare? 14, 14. I think those were half damage, though. I think it could have done 28, 28. Seems like maybe this guy's not as good at slapping things with his tail. Should probably heal up, though. That's alright, mystery shards. Alright. Well, shark skin seems pretty useful. That's even more powerful than the spear stab that we were using earlier. 63 damage. Woo! There must be a contested defense. Even if it's using your wisdom to attack, it must be using the enemy's wisdom to defend. Like, I mean, I assumed. Oh, you're just Hustle in disguise. Nice. That's right. I remember mystery shards. Yeah. It's hard to keep track of two different names on at the same time. Anyway, there's like a million. Well, come on, guys. Just let me go. This shark seems really good. I don't really want to evolve, but we've got like 100 points already, so... There's probably going to be a boss shark that kicks our butt. Heated currents have a little bit of experience. Are these guys different? Oh, just these guys. Yeah, Yayo is Jelka. At least you start with a J on both of them. Like, that's not as hard to remember if you start with the same letter. That's my story. Squatch is David. Okay. We'll add it all to the bot so the bot can remember. Alright, but now we've got a mountain in the way, or a volcano. Uh-oh. That looks bad. A massive tidal wave created by a giant explosion from a meteor is headed towards you. Uh-oh. The wave, stretching several kilometers in length. Yeah, that's a big wave. And dozens of meters in height, is swallowing all of the surrounding islands. You've been devoured by the wave! It gets 100 E.V.O points for eating me. Time passes. But I've got a date with Gaia! I can't wait! We gotta get to Gaia. It's only 200 million years to go. The oceans have settled by the time you come to. However, your surroundings seems different. Ow! 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 My face! I don't know what was hurting me exactly. But these guys are still everywhere. I guess, you know, having survived the massive tidal wave, maybe we should consider evolving. I'm pretty sure... Oh, there's sharks versus sharks. That's fair. I'm pretty sure now, if you're following the map, we went from stuck behind this volcano, and the tidal wave pushed us over, so now we're over here. Makes perfect sense, right? I guess shark skin versus shark. Oh, still does 57 damage. Alright, not bad. It's kind of funny that shark skin works on sharks. Okay, but let's get to the final phase. Wise it up. To Patron. Whatever. I mean, I don't freaking know anything. I don't know what these are. It's just a fish. It's a 60-centimeter fish that's a carnivore. It lives in the fresh water. Climbed on shoals and on land. Oh, it's like the early mud skipper or something. Just walks right on land. Cool. But now we have even higher stat caps. Let's get some of these up a little bit higher. Actually, I'll probably want to go... Look how many points we've got, though. We could max out right now if we wanted to. Let's just spread these out. Got to be balanced. Like all things. Team Thanos for life. Alright. Perfectly balanced. Okay. I just wanted to go see something. Oh, I lost my shark skin, but we got... Intimidate? You puff out your fins to look larger. Oh. It still doesn't work. We're not very good at intimidating this guy. That's over 3. Well, that's a great skill. The walking whale? I don't know what that is. Alright, our regular attack's pretty strong. We've got this tackle again. 47 damage. A little bit stronger than my physical. But then you take damage in return, so not great. There's that volcano. Man, there's so many fish over here. Bite is still bad. Bite has been bad ever since we learned it. Tackle seems okay. Not as good as shark skin. Onslaught. Still pretty good. Double attack. It worked first time, you wasted. It said it didn't work. No. It said it didn't work. Intimidate. It was shocked. Oh, seat. Thanks, Demon. Nice. Seat. Don't backseat game. You were incorrect. If it works, you stun the enemy. Look at this. He can't even do anything. He's stunned. By my knowledge of games. +1 for BlueAnkylo. I wonder if the success rate is based on your wisdom, because that's a good one. I mean, it didn't work very well against the first fish we used it on, but a stun attack is strong for sure. Straight up skipping enemy turns. I like that. Alright, we're probably almost across this ocean, though. The shark just subscribed to my channel. Let's try this intimidate again. So good! Slap him! 44 damage. Not quite as much as a tackle. Oh, it did half damage. Wow. If it works. At least you're now... I was always using it, Dima. What are you talking about? You didn't trick me into using it. I tried to use it as soon as I learned it, and it failed 3 times in a row. Ay. Come on, chat. Let's just play honorably for a little while. He can only do 1 damage anyway. Messing around with all these skills, it's not necessary. We've got so many stats now that he's not gonna hurt us. What's that? Oh, a little healing spot there. Little happy oxygen bubbles. We're killing the shark. We just bluffed our way and then he got confused and then he couldn't figure out what to do. It's been a while since I've saved. Probably a good idea. Alright. We've had our fun as a green fish. Let's try a different color fish. I would love to evolve to a coelacanth. We saw these in the Search for Eden. They were the big, gangly looking fish, right? With long little fin things. Yeah. Coelacanth. Primarily carnivorous. Stayed close to the reefs and the rocky areas during the day and went hunting for food in the shallows at night. Air inhabited, Devonian to Cretaceous, and maybe beyond? Okay. Well, let's give this guy a try. Looks like, you know, this is the right time to evolve to him because... there he is! Alright, we've still got Intimidate. Yeah. It didn't work. Come on, I've got giant fins. I should be way more intimidating with this one. It was shocked. Tackle! Alright. Let's just see how our regular does. So he's way stronger than us. Didn't he just do 41 damage? Oh no. Oh no! Okay, good job. Here I am thinking we're strong enough to get through here. This guy's serious business. Better kill him right now. Whew! We got him. Okay, time for some more evolving. That was too close. I wasn't a huge fan, to be honest, of the Coelacanth. He didn't have any new moves, so let's get some stats here before we die, and let's try see if we go left one more. All right, the final one we haven't seen yet. Osteolepis. It's 20 centimeters. We're back down to being tiny. Freshwater. And ancestor to the Crossopter. I don't know what that is, man. All right, let's see. No new skills, sadly. Shark skin still seems to be the best. I mean, Intimidate's good if it works. Maybe if I just stack up my wisdom, we'll just be able to kill everything with intimidation. That might be the strat. I have a feeling Intimidate might last longer the higher your wisdom is too. So, oh, that's as high as it goes. 175 is cap. Alright, well. We've been at cap for a few fights already. That's as much as it can do. I can't put any more points in. Alright. Let's just test my theory out now that we've got a bit more wisdom. That's 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns. I think it did 2 turns when we first learned it. I think it started with around 2 turns of stun, and that was 4 turns, I'm pretty sure. It might be random though. That's 1 turn stun, 2 turn stun, 3 turn stun, 4 turn stun. Wow. Wisdom! Just gotta be smart and intimidating, guys. You got no chance at all. Don't even need to use anything other than Intimidate once it's stun locked. 4. Oh, it finally recovered after 4 turns and stunned me. Pretty clever. But it only lasts for like 1 or 2 turns against me. Interesting. So we like the Spear attack, the Shark Skin attack, and the Intimidate. Those are the best ones in the fish era. Alright, where's the giant shark boss? He's stopping the, you know, the plankton from doing its thing, right? Look at the light! Keep looking at the light. Wow! Everything that touches the light changes! I want to adapt and walk on land too, but I'm scared. Hey you, are you going in that light to change your body? This place is only for Gaia's chosen few, who were unable to evolve on their own. Are you at an evolutionary dead end? Actually, we just recently got to the point where we couldn't evolve anymore, yes! That's why we're here, but... Alright, let's go, let's do it! But... Cowards! I'm going in! And he gets melted. So... Looks like when Gaia said she was waiting for us, she was waiting for us specifically, not some other fish. Even if they look similar. Well, I guess we weren't chosen. Uh-huh. You hear a distant voice when you enter the light. A voice you'd heard about 10 minutes ago. I mean, millions of years ago. It is I. Do you remember me, Gaia? I see that you've managed to survive up to this point, mostly. Except for when I had to resurrect you. It's time to evolve. Alright, pick your poison. Well, clearly wisdom is the best stat, as it turns out. You will evolve into Ichiostega. Let me guess, it's an amphibian. You've done very well. I'm so happy. I guess that's better than the mysterious time stream, you know. We can't just use the mysterious time stream to heal us. Now, the time is upon us. See you later, fish. You've become an Ichiostega. He did it! Wow, evolution like a Pokemon. Doesn't this usually take millions of years of reproducing? Now go. The land awaits you. Yay! We can walk on land. You've successfully evolved from a fish to an amphibian. The lands above you await. The lands above await you, covered in suffocating oxygen. Upon approaching the vegetation that thankfully created all this oxygen, you see a single massive tree fern called Prunus spinulosa. The fern's... What? Hey, hold on. I don't believe in ferns talking. What? I'm eating a little bit too much of the crazy sauce. I've been waiting. Welcome to the land of hope and possibility. This is Pangea. Thanks, Fern. Guys, did you hear the fern? Alright, Chapter 2, Coal Forest Era, the Green Hymn. We'll wait for the next episode. So that's, I'll just kind of split these episodes up. I don't know if we're going to be able to do a one chapter per episode forever. These might stretch on a little bit too long depending on the grinding. But, you know, future tubers, we'll figure something out. It'll all be in the playlist one way or the other. But I like, you know, I like having a concrete ending. And just ending in the middle of the ocean grinding, it seems a little silly, so... This is a good cutoff point for now. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And we'll play some more E.V.O. tomorrow. Live tubers, don't worry. We're staying around. Alright. Have a great day. And, of course, an hour and 40-minute episode. I mean, it's just kind of like a VOD anyway. It's fine. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.